Hello, welcome. My goodness, it is a little cold here. It's a little cold today. Hope everybody is doing well. What is happening here? Why is it saying that I'm uploading something? I'm not. I shouldn't be. I hope I didn't upload one of Avery's videos to my channel. I don't think I did. Oh, I did. Let me delete that. That was silly. Anyhow. Where is it? Well, once it's uploaded, I'm just going to have to delete it. It's fine. I think it's private anyway. All right, finally I found it. Here we go. Hello, hello. Hi, Luz. How you doing? When will I find a new job? Soon. Maybe within the next 3 weeks or so. Your luck is changing for the better with new opportunities that bring in more money. Feeling a little more financially stable. Listen to your intuition. Explore your opportunities. And through perseverance, a new beginning comes in that leads to success. Pretty good. Pretty good. Hi, Mel. Alpha, General. Alpha, your luck is about to change for the better quickly, especially where work, school, or business is concerned. Perseverance pays off. Choices and options are coming in around social activity. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. You're no longer holding yourself back. You have the world at your feet. Not bad. Could be planning travel as well. Queen City for next week. Maybe spending time with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Disappointments heal and move into the past. Life begins to move forward. A wish comes true. Perseverance pays off around work, school, or business. You'll have choices and options around social activity. And you might be reconnecting with an old friend or someone you haven't seen in a while. Summer, love. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Listen to your intuition. New beginnings around the horizon. Exploring your options leads to success. You could have air here, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You may have a Leo. You could have a Sagittarius. I wouldn't rush into anything right now. I would continue to explore your options. Dee for tomorrow. Lay down the law, set boundaries, it'll serve you well. Money comes in, finances improve. Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Cause for celebration comes in when you express your wants and needs around personal relationships. Things improve and disappointments disappear or move into the past, and life begins to move forward. T-Vet for tonight. Looks like a good night. Feeling relief around life moving forward. You may run into somebody or hear from somebody you haven't heard from or you've been looking to see, or whatever the case may be. New beginnings around the horizon. You may be feeling happy and content with choices and options around social activity, or it may be a busy night. Listen to your intuition and don't be afraid to speak your mind or set boundaries if you need to. Be wise, love. Be wise, love. When it comes to love, explore your options. You do have romance possible with a Virgo coming in, maybe a Taurus. Exploring your options could lead to success if you're not with anyone now. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and a wish comes true. Listen to your intuition. Life moves forward. Not bad. If you're looking for a committed relationship and you're not in one, there is one coming in on the horizon, maybe within the next few months or so. Nat, romance coming in. You do have romance coming in. You have a wish that comes true and your luck is changing, especially if you've been feeling lately like things have been stagnant. You have Earth coming in, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Then you may have another Capricorn coming in. Disappointments heal and move into the past. Exploring your options leads to success, brings in cause for celebration. And relationships in general should be functioning better as we move through the fall. Leo, love. When it comes to love, you got the Magician here, the ability to manifest new opportunities. Don't settle for less than you want or deserve. When it comes to love, your love life's moving forward. You've got a Sagittarius here, a Gemini, and also a Pisces. If you're not with anyone right now, exploring your options could lead to a committed relationship that's well functioning, and you're calling the shots. Ju Lopez, love for November. If you feel, or if you have something that's keeping you stuck and stagnant, you're waiting on something, trying to fix something, hoping something is going to change, whatever it is, cut it out, let it move into the past, and then life could move forward. Something maybe keeping you stagnant, or something that's indecisive or waiting on something, whatever it is, let it go and choices and options come in. If you're still feeling connected to the past, that may keep you stagnant in the month of November. If you're willing to move forward, because it looks like you're the one that comes to the crossroads where you have to make a decision. Either I let this go or I move forward with my life. Or I sit and wait and not much happens, you know? So you have not looking back on the past. I think what's going to happen is life is going to move forward. You're going to let go whatever you need to let go of. And then you may have a Cancer coming in, or an Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. New beginnings are on the horizon that could lead you to success, and a disappointment heals and moves into the past. Could have some passion coming in too. Pretty good. Davy, general for the next 2 weeks. Might hear from somebody that you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. Maybe thinking about going back to school, learning a new area of study. Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to, and a new journey begins. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past. Life is moving forward, and investing time in a side business, side project, side hustle could be bringing in extra money. It also looks like you may be feeling perseverant. Perseverance pays off. Could be spending time with an Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Maybe spending time with a Scorpio. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Aries sun for the next 24. Maybe spending time with a Libra. Something is happening that's making you very happy with the sun, and a new journey may be beginning. Could be thinking about going back to school, learning a new area of study. Life is moving forward and you're ready for it. A disappointment is healing and moving into the past. And you may be spending time with a Libra. Maggie, love for the next 2 weeks. Love for the next 2 weeks. You could have some choices and options if you're not with anyone right now. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and life begins to move forward. May have water around, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and a wish may come true. Listen to your intuition and take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You also could have an Aries around. Mariana, general for the weekend. Life comes into balance. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Lay down the law, set boundaries. It'll serve you well. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from. You may be working on a new creative project or creative hobby. Maybe planning travel. Could be spending time with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You may also be spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Not bad. Not bad. Pallavi, love. When it comes to love, if you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. But you should be feeling relief and success around love moving forward. You have water here, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Listen to your intuition. Slow and steady wins the race, but you also could have an Aries here. You're not looking back on the past. Life is moving forward towards greener pastures. And a wish is coming true around love moving forward. Not bad. Not bad. Dakota for the weekend. An old wound or a hurt is healing and moving into the past, and you're making decisions that push life forward. You might hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities, take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Maybe spending time with fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and also air, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Ruchi, next in love. When it comes to love, you do have a committed relationship here. And you're not looking back on the past. So if you're not with anyone right now, it's probably new energy coming in and you have plenty of it. You have water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You have a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and then you have another Aries. Exploring your options leads to success. Don't settle for less than you want or deserve. Success comes in to love when you listen to your intuition. Oh, Sarah, we're doing well. I hope you are too. Iris, is S the Leo mad at me? No, I don't think so. I don't think the Leo is mad. Live, general. Perseverance pays off around work, school, or business. Listen to your intuition and life begins to move forward. Negativity moves into the past. A disappointment heals. Life's moving forward and you're ready for it, and you may feel relief around life moving forward. A new journey begins. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you and don't look back. Life's moving forward. Not bad. Gabs, why is Michael Copeland and the other executives being so nice to me and Angela? It seems phony. They are phony. Okay, there's stepping into their strength. They're looking for growth, change, and transformation. I don't know what the situation is, but they may be looking to grow something, change something, fix something, and they may need your help with something coming up. Something between now and, like, say, the end of November. And that's why they're being nice. Yeah, it's phony. New love. General around the spirit that was in my mom's kitchen last night that made a lot of sounds there. What can you see about it? Doesn't seem to be a bad thing. Like, it seems to have kind, caring, sincere energy. And maybe an older woman. It could be like a compassionate grandmother or somebody who is I don't know if it's somebody that lived there or lived nearby. I don't think they mean any harm, but they really don't belong there. So my suggestion would be to sage the place really well. And if you don't have sage, at least put out a bowl of salt water, open up the window, let them go, tell them to leave, because they don't belong there. Mary, finances. Got happiness coming in around finances. Perseverance paying off and life is beginning to move forward. Disappointments are healing and moving into the past. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Life's moving forward and you're ready for it. Paying off a bill of debt or a loan or setting money aside for something maybe making you feel a little bit more financially stable. Alma, love with Lena, her true feelings. Okay, I don't know where you guys are in this relationship. Things do look a little bit out of balance, but she seems to think highly of you. Finds you to be like a happy person, somebody who is pleasant, somebody who is strong, confident, hardworking, and easy to get along with or fun to be around. Jeebus, what's coming in November? What's coming in November? May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Listen to your intuition and life begins to move forward. Perseverance pays off and feeling ambitious, be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Money comes in, finances improving. You may be spending time with fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Money's coming in. Timon, General. You may have choices and options around social activity. Feeling ambitious, you'll be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to, and you may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Success comes in around work, school, or business. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Life is moving forward. Weight of the world slips off your shoulders, and you could be planning travel. B, I'm okay. I hope you are too. Will G reach out to me before the end of October? I'm only getting a 33% chance yes. I'm not confident. I'm not confident. If you want to speak to this person, I would reach out to them rather than wait. Macy, can I get a general for the day? Feeling ambitious to be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Lay down the law, set boundaries. It'll serve you well. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. The world is at your feet and a wish comes true. A disappointment or a heartache is healing and moving into the past, and life begins to move forward. Listen to your intuition. Something may happen today with the sun that makes you happy. Shar, General. Feeling ambitious to be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Listen to your intuition. Something nice may happen around the home. Moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home. Maybe spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Lay down the law, set boundaries. It'll serve you well. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. Pretty good. Vanathi, I'm an Aries woman. He's a Leo man. Will we talk and what does he think of me? opportunity to talk, yeah. I don't know how well you guys know one another. He comes off as a little bit neutral or a little stoic or a little slow. Four of Cups, like you may want to initiate the communication because it may be slow. But I think he thinks like you may be smart, intelligent, nice, somebody who is successful, somebody who is kind-hearted, somebody who is pleasant. I would initiate the communication if you haven't spoken to this person recently. Evie, love. When it comes to love, you do have a committed relationship here and your luck is changing for the better. If you're already with this person, you might be seeing an improvement in your current relationship. If you're not with anyone, you have a Leo, a Scorpio, and a Virgo coming in. So explore your options. You're calling the shots and life is moving forward. Weight of the world slips off your shoulders and life comes into balance when you listen to your intuition. You also have a little bit of passion coming in. Not bad. Not bad. Merida, what's the new moon going to bring me? Ambition. You should be feeling ambitious to be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Maybe working on a new creative project or creative hobby. Disappointments heal and move into the past. Life begins to move forward. Listen to your intuition. Old wounds heal and move into the past. This new moon is supposed to be excellent for manifesting love. I believe new moon in Libra. I think Venus just entered Libra. I'm going to have to look into it. But I'm doing love candles tonight. And then I'll do new moon candles for the new moon. Pigman, what kind of mental issue does my partner Virgo have? Depression, anxiety disorder, autistic tendencies, or post-traumatic? He's got to be diagnosed by a doctor. I can't really answer that. Yeah, he really needs to be diagnosed by a doctor. I would say he comes up strongest as autistic, but he needs to see a doctor. Yeah, the cards can't really diagnose somebody. Vicky, general for tomorrow. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or receive good news. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You could have some money coming in, and a disappointment or a heartache may be healing and moving into the past. Tanya, hello, beautiful. Love coming in. Yep, you got new beginnings coming in. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down, and this damn Leo keeps showing up. Also, you have another fire sign here, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. New beginnings on the horizon that could lead you to success. Teamwork and compromise and perseverance is suggested around love, and things are moving forward towards greener pastures. Vicky, I had to kind of get measured up for radiotherapy, which is happening in a couple of weeks. Had to have a dot tattooed, and if you've seen Friends and Phoebe saying she got the whole world. Oh, you never had a tattoo? I have a bunch, but I remember my grandmother when she had to go for radio. I remember they made an X. That's what she told me anyway. They made an X. You see autistic tendencies in his behavior. Yeah, the psychologist will figure it out. Yeah. I don't know. It seems like these days, which I don't know if I necessarily agree with. I guess you can find somebody that will actually give you a diagnosis. But what I found a lot lately is like people don't want to label people, which I get it. Like you don't want to make somebody feel like there's something, I mean, there's something wrong with all of us. So what difference does it make? But I feel like if you know what you're dealing with, like then you know what you're dealing with. You know, just like when, you know, it's like if you know that your friend is always late, you don't get mad. You just account for it because you know she's not going to be on time. So if we have to be there at 3, we're going to tell her we have to be there at 1:30 because that's how she is. Like you don't get mad about it. Same thing with this. I feel like we should get like a clearer diagnosis. I don't know. Maybe it's only where I've experienced here with like people that I talk to. Like they don't really get well, I'm suffering from XYZ. But anyway, anyhow, I guess whatever works. But yeah, you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. And then, you know, it's just easier to understand why you do the things you do. Like for me, I just Google everything. Maybe the answer is not right. But I'm like, why is it sometimes I have such a hard time with like getting things done? Like why, like how come I've been much better about it lately, like with keeping things clean or trying to keep things organized. I'm still not great at it, but when I think back to when I was a kid, I don't know that I can say I was ever super organized, but I remember as a kid like having my binder for school, and I loved to put things in order and to color code things. Like math was one color, English was another color, and everything was kind of in its place. And I even like I had a sticker collection when I was a kid, and I had things separated into different boxes and different categories. Somewhere I lost that. I don't know if it was a mental thing or if it's like me rebelling against who I was. I don't know why, but sometimes I'm like, how is it that you used to keep your binders and your desk so neat and you're on top of that, but like everything can fall apart in the house and you don't care? Anyway, let me continue. Vicky, do you know what though? They said I'm pretty quick to be put in. Oh, okay, excellent. Good, good. I know the next couple of months is going to be hard, but from crap I've already been through. Yeah, I think that you're going to, I think that this is a good thing. It's starting, it's going to be over. We can put it behind us. The life can move forward. But yeah, I get it. Tanya, general for the weekend. Weekend looks okay. You may have choices and options around social activity. Life is moving forward. Perseverance pays off. You're no longer holding yourself back. New beginnings are on the horizon that could lead you to success. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on, and you may have money coming in. Not too bad. Sun. What Craig thinks about me. Is he interested romantically? I don't see a whole lot of romance here, but that's okay because things still have the opportunity to move forward at some point. He does think that you're a nice person, may find you to be smart and intelligent and down to earth and sincere. So even though I don't see romantic feelings here right now, it doesn't mean that they can't develop. Lydia surprised me. Life moves forward towards greener pastures when you listen to your intuition. You have the world at your feet. Maybe spending time with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Life is moving forward and you're ready for it. You could be planning travel, maybe feeling a little bit more financially secure. Something could happen that makes you happy with the sun. You may also be spending time with a Leo, and then you also have a Cancer. So let's see what happens. Anilia, general on Josh's thoughts of me. May find you to be somebody who is strong, hardworking, sincere, down to earth, smart, intelligent, somebody with a good personality, somebody who's pleasant to be around, somebody who is genuinely happy. Lucky, general. Perseverance pays off around work, school, or business. Maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You could hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Maybe spending time with a Sagittarius. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities, and somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Listen to your intuition. Oh, Mihak, Tanya did paid a super chat for you. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, thank you. Cosmic, with the escalation that happened yesterday, I'm not sure if the manager at the leasing office was made aware, but apparently he replied to my sister-in-law. He said that he will let her know if he approves of the transfer. What's the outcome? I think he's going to approve of it. Yeah, I think he's going to approve of it. D for today. D for today. Well, you got the Magician here. The ability to manifest new opportunities. Life's moving forward. Money may be coming in. Could be spending time with a Pisces. Solution to a problem is in front of you. You'll figure it out before the end of the day. You also may be spending time with a Virgo. Negativity moves into the past, and you have choices and options that come in around social activity. Starfall, what are Celine's feelings for me? May find you to be reliable, dependable, hardworking, successful, down to earth, well balanced, a loyal friend. Pretty good. Dr. Sony, general. Lay down the law, set boundaries, it'll serve you well, and negativity moves into the past. Money comes in, finances improve, romance may be heating up with fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Or if you're with somebody else, romance could be heating up and there may be a fire sign around. Life changes for you for the better quickly when you're clear about your wants and needs around both personal and professional relationships. Stacey for today. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Negativity moves into the past. You have choices and options coming in around social activity, and the weight of the world slips off your shoulders. Success comes in around work, school, or business. Life is moving forward. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on, and you could be working on a new creative project or creative hobby. Mihak General. Anxiety eases and moves into the past, and life begins to move forward. Something nice may happen around the home, moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past. Maybe spending time with fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You also have a Pisces around. Listen to your intuition. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan can make you feel relief, and you may be planning travel. Cosmic, last night I ran into the woman who owns the pit bull that got into the fight with my brother's dog, and she started to mad dog me and gave me the vibe that she's giving me the evil eye. And what appeared, she wanted, I come from a line of witches myself, and I felt heavy, dark energy from that woman. Did she curse me? Okay, let's see. I don't believe that she cursed you, no. No, but protect yourself anyway. You know the drill. Black crystal, white crystal, black candles, salt, sage, do it all. Stacey, will sales pick up soon for my business? It's been so slow this month, and this month is when it usually picks up. Things are going to pick up. You're making decisions that push things forward. Listening to your intuition leads you to success, and the weight of the world slips off your shoulders. Feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Things will pick up, yes. Anthony, when do you see that I'll start applying PhD programs in Canada next year? There could be opportunity to move forward sometime next spring, like maybe May, June kind of time frame. Okay, love reading for the rest of October. Things look slow. Knight of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands in reverse indicates a slowdown. Now, if you're currently in a relationship, that doesn't necessarily mean anything bad is happening. But if you're looking for things to move forward quickly, you might be disappointed. It does look like things may be a little out of balance with the Three of Pentacles in reverse, can indicate that there's misalignment between you and your partner if you have one. If you're not with anyone, it just may be that between now and the end of October, not much is changing. Nikki, good morning, General. Good morning, General. You've got money coming in. Perseverance pays off, brings in money. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan could make you feel relief. New beginnings are on the horizon that lead to success. A wish comes true. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on, and you may be spending time with a Leo. And Lourdes, I'm having a new presentation on the 16th of November of my book. How will it go? Will there be a lot of people? It looks good. You have growth, change, and transformation that brings in a wish that comes true. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities that bring in decent money. Good money. Looks good. Looks good. Sarah, whatever comes up. Weight of the world slips off your shoulders when money comes in, finances improve, and a wish comes true. The hard work that you're putting into a side business, side project, side hustle could pay off. May have choices and options that come in around social activity. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Cosmic, should my sister-in-law file this? Hello? Did you mean to call me?
Hey,
Oh, you did?
how does that work?
I don't know. You must have hit the button.
I don't know. I don't know how it got to you, though. All right, well, doing your show there?
Yeah, I'll talk to you later.
Right. I'll talk to you later.
I'll call you when Avery gets home.
Okay, good.
Okay, bye-bye.
Right. Bye.
Bye. The hard work that you're putting into hello there. Project side hustle could pay off. Oh, hello there. You mean you called me? Okay, Cosmic, should my sister-in-law file an assault charge against the pit bull's owner? My sister has a medical condition, and this woman assaulted her during the dog fight. Will it go in my sister-in-law's favor? I'm just paranoid because I live here and I don't trust that woman. If she was really hurt, I would say yes. If she wasn't hurt, I wouldn't bother. I'm only getting a 33% chance. Like, I don't think it's going to go in anybody's favor. Like, I don't think much is going to come from it especially if she wasn't like serious, like hurt, like there was nothing, like there's no injury that she had to go to the hospital for. And it's just kind of a he said, she said kind of a thing. I wouldn't escalate this any further. I would try to let this go because it's not going, the more you're just adding more fuel to the fire. Now, if the woman really hurt her and she had to go to the hospital and she was looked at by a doctor, that's different. That's different. But I don't see all that much coming from it regardless. Red, general on how CT's trip will go. It looks good. There's relief around things moving forward or feeling content. This person's listening to their intuition and it may be easing anxiety. And maybe good for them. Lose what's coming in love. You've got success coming in around love moving forward. Now, if you're not with anyone right now, you got water coming in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You have air, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, so you might have some choices. Growth, change, and transformation comes in and around love, and things could change for you out of the clear blue sky quickly. If you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready, but you might have some new choices coming in. Maybe sometime between now and like the end of November, you may see things move forward. Anthony, I'll solely focus on Canada. I'll try the best. I think that you could make it happen in Canada. I really do. Nisha, general. Anxiety eases and moves into the past and life moves forward. If you've recently had an argument or a disagreement with someone, it should resolve itself and move into the past. The world is at your feet. You may be feeling like maybe planning travel. A disappointment heals and moves into the past, and you could reconnect with an old friend or someone you haven't seen in a while. Stephanie, who's coming towards me in love. You could have a Gemini coming in. You may have a Sagittarius. You do have new beginnings coming in around love. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past, and life is moving forward. A disappointment heals. Perseverance around love pays off, and somebody may show up making you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Mihak, what does Libra feel about me? I messaged him on his birthday, and he was cold towards me. They think that you're a nice person or a loyal friend, but this situation or relationship is out of balance with the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So it may be that the two of you are not on the same page and he's trying to like set a boundary. That's why he was cold. Lioness, should I start applying for another job, or is there still hope for getting this one back? I don't blame you for being anxious. You know what? It doesn't hurt to look around. It never hurts to see what's out there, but I still think you're going to get this job back. Flora, love for the rest of October. Okay, relationships are functioning well. Between now and the end of October, cause for celebration comes in. If you're currently with someone, your current relationship should be functioning well. If you're not with anyone, with the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities, making decisions that push life forward, possibly with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Slow and steady wins the race. Red, how will I feel about DG's makeup? You might like it. I think you may like it. It might be different or unique or something that's like you're not used to. I don't know if they're doing it to you, if they're doing it to someone else, or they're doing it to themselves, whatever. It may be something that you're like, oh, I don't know how I feel about it. And then you're like, I know, I kind of like it. It's different. I'm such a putz because I always have like these high hopes, like buying colors that are like greens and blues and purples, and then I put them on and I'm like, I hate the way it looks on me. Hate it. This, I mean, you can't even see it. I just put on, I don't even know what color it is. Peach. It's like peach, pink, brown. Like, could you wear something else? Even lipstick. I try to like, you know, I mean here, like I wear the blue lipstick here, but Out in real life, I feel like everything is always the same. I wore like a navy eyeshadow the other day. I didn't really love it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I just don't like anything anymore. Vartika, SJ's feelings and actions towards me next. There could be communication that comes in, but things look a little slow. It looks like there's a little bit of a disconnect between the two of you, or something is misaligned. Expressing your wants and feelings around the situation may be helpful. This person may think that you're genuinely a happy person, somebody who's down to earth, a loyal friend, but overall things are looking just a little slow. Artesha, weekend messages. You have the world at your feet. If you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. You may have money coming in, or finances could be improving. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. Something may happen this weekend that may make you happy with the sun. You may be planning travel. This guy's over here snoring. Red, general on S and the rest of school. Will he stay in flex? You know what? I think he is going to stay in flex, and I think he's going to be successful. There's happiness coming in around it. That's pretty good. JJ, will be a committed mutual love relationship between me and M, the Aquarius. I don't know where you guys are in this relationship, but I'm not seeing commitment here. If that's something that you're interested in, it may be time to have that conversation. I wouldn't wait on him. Tanya, I sent a short email. Oh, sure. Oh, Jesus, what am I doing? All right, I'm reading it now. You know, I think he's just talking. Not to say that I don't think he's really going to get it. I think that he could get it, but I don't think that he's going to do anything to you, anybody else, or himself. It seems like he's just talking. Like he's looking like, you know how we always talk about, he's trying to get something from somebody. When you try to get something from somebody, you always fail, and it builds resistance, it builds resentment, and this is what winds up happening. You wind up hating him. Like, that's what winds up happening. And that's how it is in any relationship, whether it's romantic or not. If somebody is pulling away, if somebody needs space, if somebody doesn't want to talk to you, you have to let them go. Otherwise, it turns to disgust. Now he's trying to get something from you, and he's trying every angle. So this is just another way of him trying to get a reaction from you. So I would just disregard it. But he's a great example for the rest of us that are here with wanting to contact somebody who's pulling away, wanting to hear from somebody. Am I going to hear from him? He told me he doesn't want to be with me anymore. Did he really mean it? Like, any of that shit. This is the example. Like, the way that Edward is making you feel is the way that the other guys would be feeling. Not always guys. It could be a guy who's doing it to a girl as well, but because we see that here. But it's like, it builds resentment. It's like every time you hear the buzz of the phone, you're like, oh, fuck. And it happens to me. I told you, I have a family member who does the same thing to me. Doesn't want to take no for an answer, doesn't want to leave me alone. Every time I hear the fucking thing, my head wants to explode. And you can't come back from that by doing more of it. It's like that thing that people say, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and thinking you're going to get a different result. If I told you to fuck off, I meant it. Like, fuck off for now. I know where you are. I'll come and get you. Doesn't mean that things can't change, because things do change. Sometimes people need some time. Sometimes people need some distance. Sometimes you just don't need someone up your ass 24/7. And it's a good lesson for anybody that's in that situation right now, feeling that, am I going to hear from him? Is he going to call? Does he like me? Like, it's calm down, find something else to do, go clean up the closet, go for a hike, go call your best friend to go shopping, do something else, but don't idle in that, because it just builds a whole lot of resentment. Yeah, I don't blame you for being stressed out. I get it. Yeah, he will find someone new. Yeah, he will. And he's probably going to taper off and then fuck off. You know, because eventually you start to feel like, even the most perseverant person feels like, you know what, I'm not getting anything out of it. It's not working for me. I gotta let this go. My test shot, I'm reading it now. Next weekend looks fine. Yeah, it looks fine. Oh, hi, Adonis. Where am I here on this list? Anthony, I did. Um, I did all those. Peach, money and finances, money. Things are okay. You have money flowing. Money's coming in, money's going out. Things are okay. May feel like you're stretched a little too thin, but life is moving forward. You're listening to your intuition. And between now and the end of the year, you may feel a little bit more relief around finances. Paying off a bill of debt or a loan is possible. Brenda, for today and tonight. Disappointments heal and move into the past. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and a wish comes true. Maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You're not looking back on the past. Life is moving forward. Iris is Esther Leo flirting with Irene. I don't think so. It could be a little bit here and there, but it doesn't look like a whole lot. I don't see a whole lot of flirting here. Bernard, it is cold here. Tanya, I blame myself for being nice and all the romantic dates, and then I find out he's nuts. My heart is broken. I had high hopes for him too. I know, but see, that's the thing. Like, that's the chance that you have to take if you want to see your life move forward. Like, you didn't know, and if you didn't take the chance, nothing, you never would have known, nothing would have happened, and you would still be kind of like hoping to see him at the grocery store. So it's kind of good that you found out, and now he'll go away eventually. JJ, Aquarius feelings and intentions for me. Is he interested in the relationship now or only sex? Before, we kind of had an affair and we reconnected, and I feel like there is a different vibe and he tries to help me. I don't see love and romance here. So I don't know how long it's been since you guys were together from the previous time, but once again, it goes back to the same thing. There's got to be romance. There's got to be like romance, love, then sex. If you're having sex with somebody, it's very hard to fall in love after that. So it becomes just a sexual connection. I don't see love and commitment here. I don't see his intentions for love and commitment. Could you have a pleasant time hanging out, hooking up? Yeah, but I don't see commitment. My suggestion would be for anybody. I know that at some point we moved into this friends with benefits shit. I don't remember where it happened, but maybe it was the early 2000s. I remember hanging out with friends and like the guys were talking about booty calls. Don't be a booty call if you want a commitment. Do not enter it. Don't enter it because you're not going to get a commitment. Or you could get a commitment, but it's the commitment and okay, we're together, but you're not going to. It's very hard after sex to fall in love. You have to have the love first. Now, this is what I learned watching some psychologists. Women's brains during sex produce oxytocin, which makes them fall in love with men. Once again, we can't generalize everything. I know that there's an exception to every rule. But women tend to fall in love when they have sex. Men don't. They don't produce oxytocin. They have to fall in love first. Now, if you haven't seen this person in 5 years, don't sleep with him now. Give it time, let the relationship develop, and then let the sex come down the road. You'll have a better chance of getting the commitment. But if this is something that has been relatively recent, it's probably not changing. That's why everybody that's with the booty calls, or they're not getting the relationships, they're not getting the commitment. And even when they do get the commitment, it's commitment in words, but it's not the person falling in love. It's like, I'm going to say we're committed so I can still have sex with you, but I'm not really in love with you, kind of a thing. And that's why the relationships are falling apart. Red, general on my bees keep hovering around my face. They may be trying to tell you that the solution to a problem is in front of your face and you're not seeing it. You may figure it out before the end of this month, though. Sarah, but that's the thing. The movies and the novels and the Disney that's why everybody's fucked up. Everybody thinks, little girls think that a prince is going to come and show up for them, or whatever their fantasy is that they saw as little girls. Avery's 5. She's been talking about it all. She talks about it all the time. I'm a princess. You're not a princess. You're an average kid. I don't want to burst your bubble, but learn it now. Don't be 35 and, you're playing this. I'm going to block him. What's he going to think? I'm going to put up a picture of me with his friend. Is he in love with me? No, he's not. Like, learn it now. But it's true. It's like, it's very nice to think, like we've thought that there is, the guy's going to show up with the slipper, and if your foot fits in the slipper, then he's yours and it's meant to be. But that's just not true. But nobody tells you that. Everybody thinks, well, you know, if I block him, what's he going to do? If you block him, he's going to go away, because that's what you're telling him. Your actions, your thoughts, and your words, and you all have to align. Otherwise, you're not going anywhere. If you're telling somebody to go away, they're going to go away. Like, what do you expect him to do? Show up at your house? He could, but he probably isn't going to. Anyway. If it's been years since you had sex, I would say that's good, but I still don't see romance here. Could it be friendship? It's possible. Could things develop down the line? That's possible too. I would definitely stick to that not having sex with him until like and romance happen. Like if he asked you out to go out on a date tomorrow and it was a real date and you were getting dressed and you were going somewhere, that's a good start. But if things are just continuing like this is just reading as like friendly. So let's see what happens. You know, like I said, things can change. Things do change, but we might not be there yet. Bernard, January for tomorrow in this? Huh? Can you rephrase the question? Yusa, I visited a house today. Will I be selected? You got a 70% chance, yes. They hover like they're trying something to say. I know, I wish things were more realistic too. I remember years ago when that movie, J-Lo was in it. I can't remember what movie it was, but it was a romantic comedy. It may have been the one where she was the maid and the rich guy falls in love with her. And I may have watched it because he had a Weimaraner, and at the time I had a Weimaraner. But I remember that movie making me feel like, oh, see, all things are possible. You never know what could happen. Yeah, like being young and stupid. Yeah, being young and stupid. It's the best way I could describe it. But it's not our fault. It's not our fault. We've been watching this. We've been programmed to believe this. We're also been programmed to believe that if you're not with somebody, you're not worth anything. Why aren't you married? How come you don't have a boyfriend? Don't you want to have kids? I worked with a woman, I'm not even kidding you. I had just turned 20, and she was like, your clock is ticking. Your clock is ticking. Like, worry about yourself, lady. Why are you worried about my clock? I was 20. I couldn't even go out and buy a beer. Avery's father had kids at 19. One kid at 19. But for me, when I was that age, it's like all I could do to get myself dressed properly and get myself to work. I was not mature enough to be married and have kids. My mom got married at 20, and by 40 she was divorced. You know, like that was her life. You know, that was the way her life went. I look back sometimes and I think, oh, it would have been great to have kids young. I mean, now the boys are grown, like they're pretty self-sufficient, but my life didn't go in that route. You know, everybody's path is different, but you know, it's like believing in fantasies. I think the worst thing to do is, how come you're not married to like a 27-year-old girl who thinks that she's got to grab any schmuck just so that she can have a wedding and say that she's married? That's a terrible place to be, because chances are you're going to be making a mistake and you get wrapped up in the moment and you don't care. I mean, and I've seen so many people that get married for reasons that have nothing to do with actually being in love with the person that they're marrying. Somebody needs to get out of the house. Everybody else is getting married. Somebody's got strict parents. They got to get fucking lost. They can't do anything. They're not allowed to move out. I've seen it, especially with women that have overprotective fathers, that they feel like that because she's a girl, they have to protect her. She can't do certain things, so she just marries somebody, get the hell out of there. And it's not for the right reasons, and it's disastrous, but they feel like they don't have another choice. I've seen both people, like all kinds of people that marry for money. Well, this person's got money. My friend's always like, is like, you know, like being a prostitute. Like, yeah, I guess. But if it works, anyway, I could never do it. It's just not who I am. It is hard to change. It's hard to, I remember years and years ago when I was working at my day job, I had somewhere to go and I wasn't dating anybody at the time. And somebody made a comment. I don't remember what exactly the comment was, but my coworker actually said, you know, she's the whole person without anybody else. She can go alone. She's a whole person. And I felt like really defended. Like I felt like he really defended me. But it's true. It's like yeah, it's very hard to get past that. But another friend years later, they used to say, I just don't play by society's rules. I just don't feel like I have to live by those rules. And she's right. You don't have to. You know, if you want these things, that's fine. And some people do, but sometimes I think we're just so programmed to believe that that's what we want. Like when I was little, I was programmed to believe that I was a Catholic. And I felt like in order to be a good person, I had to go to church. And I realized when I was in church that those weren't the people that I wanted to be around. And I was like, why am I doing this? And my friend who, she was raised as a Catholic, but her father was Greek Orthodox. He was very spiritual, and I talk about him all the time. He was, would always say, you could be a good person and you can have a relationship with God and you don't ever have to step into a church. And I kind of took a lot from that because I felt like when I was in church, those weren't the people that I wanted to be around. I heard them gossiping. I mean, these were all people I knew, and I went to school with their kids, and they're gossiping about other kids. There are people that were like, they would get the communion, and then they were out the door. They didn't even stay for the rest of it. It's for who could get out of the parking lot the first. And I was like, why are we doing this? If nobody wants to be here, then why are you here? Oh, just so you can show your face so that I can see that you're here? Like, why are you here? You don't want to be here. You want to go home. So it just turned me off. I also got a little turned off by people. I found Catholics, maybe just because that's where I was brought up, but they kind of thought that they were better than other people. And I didn't like that either because I felt like, you know, if I was brought up as a Catholic because that's the way my family was, and my best friend was, her family wasn't religious. I think her mom was Baptist and her father was Methodist. And I think they went to the Methodist church, but it wasn't like a Catholic church that you had to do it every week and that you had to go to the masses and be part of the Sunday school. I don't know. It wasn't like that for her. And I felt like, how could I judge her? She's my best friend and she wasn't brought up Catholic. So what, I'm supposed to think that I'm better than she is? I didn't think that way. And I kind of got that vibe from some people and that turned me off because I don't really feel like anybody's better than anybody else. I feel like we're all the same, really, right? We may have different strengths and weaknesses, but just because I was baptized as a Catholic, I had no say in it. My parents took me there. Anyway, I'm going to continue here. Oh my goodness, where am I? Mega love. Mega, when it comes to love, walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Perseverance makes a wish come true. Could have a water sign coming in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Disappointments heal and move into the past. Life moves forward. Pretty good. Pretty good. Sun, I answered for you already. Butterfly, love. Butterfly, love. If you're currently in a relationship, it should be functioning pretty well. It's well balanced. Listen to your intuition. Communication comes in or picks up. If you're not with anyone, somebody new may come in and they may be a water sign. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Could be slow and steady wins the race, but you may be building a relationship on solid ground with a new person. Rip Hand Deep, General. Life changes for you for the better quickly. New beginnings are on the horizon that lead to success. Life changes for you for the better when you're clear about your wants and needs. Disappointments heal and move into the past. Teamwork is favored. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Maybe spending time with a Sagittarius. Could be spending time with a Gemini. If you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Amy for the next 48 for Sunny. This person could be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. The hard work that they've put in has brought in money and success, and life is moving forward towards greener pastures. Is there anybody here I haven't answered for? Amen for this week with O. Expressing your wants and needs around the situation may be helpful. Communication comes in, but other than that, things look a little slow. Maybe feeling a little bit disappointed, so expressing your wants and needs may be helpful. Beautiful one, finances. When it comes to finances, it's a little slow and steady wins the race here. But between now and the end of the year, you could have more money coming in, and you may be paying off a bill of debt or a loan, or setting money aside for something that can make you feel relief. But things are a little slow right now, but they'll be improving as the year goes on. Yeah, I'm going to have to do the new moon candles soon. I think the new moon's on the 21st, right? Yeah, the 21st. Mel, Daniel's next actions towards Crystal. She's the one that slept with the guy too soon and he lost interest. But she might hear from him. It looks like if things have been stagnant, things could start to move forward. She may hear from him. She may hear from him. Especially if it's been like a significant amount of time. Yeah, she'll hear from him. Well, the new moon is the time to set your intentions for the month, but really it can take up to 6 months for things to manifest. But that's the best time to start something new. It's really good time to start something new or go back to something. If Mercury is retrograde, then that's a good time to restart something that you haven't done. Like one time it was a new moon and Mercury was retrograde, so I went back to my voice coach because I hadn't been there in years, and it was like the perfect time. Mel, updated love reading for Scorpio. Scorpio looks like they're having a little bit of an imbalance in a tower moment. So I don't know if something didn't work out the way they thought that it was going to work out, and they're showing here as the Hermit in reverse. They know it's their fault, but they're not willing to take responsibility for it. They may be feeling a little bit like they burnt the candle at both ends and they wound up getting burnt by love. So right now they may be in a little bit of a bad predicament. If they're currently with someone, which I'm not even sure because they've got the Two of Cups in reverse. If they are with someone, they may be pending a breakup, or they may have recently broke up. But there's like drama and nonsense going on, misalignment, and it looks like they're responsible for it. And they may know it too. Things are kind of in a slowdown, so not all that much is going to be changing immediately. Emily, near future for Jane and me. Your future is okay. You got communication coming in. Maybe spending time together, expressing your wants and needs may be helpful. Things should be functioning better with the Six of Pentacles, and it looks like both of you may be ready for that. Lady Sunshine in general. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Disappointments heal and move into the past and life begins to move forward. Listen to your intuition. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Maybe feeling better, compensated, better respected around work, school, or business, and you could be spending time with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Virta, general. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business. Money comes in or finances improve. Slow and steady wins the race. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and a new journey begins. Take time, if you can, for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Adonis, how could I do on the second exam? It's due Saturday. You should see an improvement. So things should improve from the last exam. Not bad. I'm going to say like, yeah, there's an improvement. You have a wish that comes true around it. You'll do okay. Amu, romance. Leave people, places, and things in the past that no longer serve you and life moves forward. Listen to your intuition. Maybe spending time with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Don't look back on the past. Life is moving forward. Is there anybody here I haven't answered for? I'm going to go on TikTok at 2 o'clock today again. We'll see how it goes. I had more people yesterday. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like when there's nobody there or there's just like one person. It reminds me of like years ago when I would start a new yoga class. How awkward it is when like one person shows up or there's nobody there or you're sitting there waiting for someone. Yeah, that's how it feels. Purely Precious, Rogers energy update. This person is grounded and stable, but slow and stagnant. Their energy is like kind of stoic and like stern and stable. Is there anyone else here I haven't answered for? Arcade, advice from Tarot. Maybe spending time with the water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Life is moving forward. Don't look back. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and new doors will open. Money comes in, finances improve, paying off a bill of debt or a loan could make you feel relief, and the hard work that you put into work, school, or business comes back and pays off. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up. If anybody's available at 2 o'clock on TikTok, I'll see you there. Thank you. Thank you. Have a nice afternoon.